second to get ready, realized that I didn't know how to do the camera flip. Thought my kid was going to be up here helping me film this bad boy, but she's not, because if she were up here helping me film, we'd be looking at her instead of me. Which, in all sincerity, that's actually a loss for you all. She's way better looking than I am. Probably not as squinty. So up here, we're chilling on the fifth floor, and this technically would be the sixth floor because we got this extra thing. My wife is very extra, so I'll show you. We got this. This is a hot tub that if you want it to be hot, you got to call them. They bring the water up hot and they put it in the tub every time you want to use it. So right now it's a cool tub, but in all sincerity, it's like 87 degrees up here. So who the heck wants a hot tub anyway? Little balcony hangout area. So that's nice. I'm going to show you the hotel. We got a nice view of the pool, and it's a big pool. It's kind of nice. And that's building 1. I'm in building 2. And then they got this whole little open court over here, which is pretty nice. Then you can see the hills, and I don't think they go so far as to call them mountains, but they might call them mountains. So far, pretty cool, right? It's a nice spot. It's a very nice spot. So I think you're probably getting the feeling that it's tropical in nature. So let me give you a couple of facts. Founded same time the United States was founded. Similar guy who allegedly found all this stuff. Dude gets lost and gets credit for the discovering the new world. But Christopher Columbus gets a little love for finding this area in 1496. So not too far after he landed in the United States. This was actually under Spanish rule until 1655. And then the colonies, the original colonizers kind of took it over. So it was under British rule until 1962. Interestingly, 1962 was kind of the start of a whole new movement of music. And I'll just say it, man. I'll say man. I'll say it a couple more times, man. So, there was a dude that was born here in 1946 that changed the music around the globe forever. Another cat that spent a lot of time here, I just learned about this on our bus ride, Harry Belafonte. His parents were his grandparents lived not too terribly far from where I am. And he used to come here and hang out in the summers and actually for large swaths of the year and pick bananas. Big banana exporter. They export a couple other things too. One of those is red stripe. And the other big export from this particular island is called ganja man. They got a lot of ganja man. So hopefully you've kind of figured out where we are. And this is the view on the flip side, not looking at the hotel, but looking at some awesomeness. For those of you who are really interested, is Ocean Coral Spring. Trybean, I believe, is the name of the town, but Ocean Coral Spring. If you look way off in the distance, way out there, I don't even know if you can see the shadows and the shade. That's Montego Bay, man. So that's where we are. So reset. Man, sometimes you got to reset because it allows you to do some things in a much different way, in a much better way. If we've been smacking our face into the wall over and over and over again and wondering how come we're not getting different results, we're doing it wrong. You're never going to get different results by doing the same thing over and over and over again, right? So we have to kind of reset. Now, when you're resetting, hopefully you're doing it in a way that allows you to recharge. I love this idea, man. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to hold that chair down, some of those chairs down that are over on that beach, maybe a couple of these chairs down. And all the while, if I'm not fully asleep, my mind is just cranking, looking at the things that I do on the regular. How do I do them better? How do I be more efficient? How do I get better results? How do I serve my clients more? What else can I be doing for them? What else can I be doing for me? What else can I be doing for my spouse and our kid, right? So those things really happen when you're allowed to reset and recharge and, of course, refocus. right? Because sometimes we go through our days, through our weeks, through our months, doing stuff that we think really, really matters, but doesn't move the needle at all. Man, if you're running into non-needle movement, it's time to ask yourself some questions. What do I need to start doing? Right? Maybe you're not doing some of the right things. What do I need to stop doing? Maybe you're doing some stuff that's taking up some time, taking up some energy, taking up some focus that doesn't need to be on your list. What do I need to do more of? How do I double down on some of these things and get more results out of the things that are working, right? Think about that Pareto principle, that 80-20 rule, and use that to your advantage. And then what do I need to do less of? Again, if I'm doing stuff that's not yielding results, maybe I don't do it every single day. Maybe I do it once a week, still have the same impact. I think about that when posting on LinkedIn a lot. If I'm posting here 5 times a week, 6 times a week, 7 times a week, what if I was posting twice a week? I've watched some influencers. Jay Andrews comes to mind. He posts less than he used to. Maybe it's getting him better results by not showing up as frequently. I don't know. I'm going to ask him, though. Jay, do you get better results by posting less? I want to know. Inquiring minds like mine want to know. So you got the recharge, you got the refocus, you got the reset. Maybe it's time to reevaluate, right? Same kind of thing. Get in there and take a deep look at what you're working on and make sure that it's worthy of you. Ultimately, I talk about this and have talked about it forever, man. Is what you're doing worthy of your highest and best self? Got to make sure that that's what we're doing, man. Otherwise, why even do it? So, yeah, just some things to actually think about. I had a list of a bunch of words that started with re, but quite frankly, not being able to flip this thing around really threw my game off a little bit. And that's okay, man, because quite frankly, my daughter and my wife are waiting for breakfast, so I need to go get breakfast. They do not observe what you call it, daylight savings time here in Jamaica. So while it was 10 o'clock here 6 weeks ago, right? Well, actually, technically, it was still 9 o'clock here 6 weeks ago, but it was 9 o'clock in Detroit, where I'm from at that time. Now it's 10 o'clock. So there's a whole shift. So it's cool, man. We're going to go get something to eat, have some nice time. Again, Ocean Coral Spring for those that are interested. Reset, recharge, refocus, reinvigorate. You know what? I forgot. And I used it and I talked a little bit about it, but relax. Listen, it is okay to relax, people. I listened to Josh Linkner talk many, many moons ago, and Josh had shared the idea that when everyone else zigs, he zags. And what he means by that, if everybody's going this way, maybe it's time to go that way. So while everybody's out here hustling and grinding and talking about those things, I'm going to talk about relax, right? It's going to happen for you. You know what you need to do. You know what level of work you need to put in to get the results you want. Stay focused on doing those things. Do less of all the other things, and know that when it's your time, when it's yours, is coming to you. Just relax. It's coming. It's going to be there. I can't wait. You can't wait, but you need to, right? Patience is a virtue, right? Faith is important. Believe it. It will come. I promise. You stressing out about it, you being anxious about it, you worrying about it, doesn't make it happen any faster, right? Relax. All right. There's some R words for you, some re words for you. I'm going to go rework this breakfast idea, and I'll look forward to seeing you all on the other side. Be well.